Good afternoon, keepers of the cash. Gary B, the casual comic guy here. And today, guys, I'm here with a very, what I call bizarre thrift shop haul. So a bunch of oddity books. We're going to start out with the ones that aren't so odd. This little stack here. And then we're going to get right into what I consider oddities. All right, so we're going to have a little fun with it. This was $1 a book haul. So you'll see that these are in great shape. I was kind of choosy going through. There's a bunch more I could have picked. Maybe I'll go back. We'll see. They have a bunch there. But we'll start out with a nice dollar find here. This book's got a little bit of value on it. Probably a $10 to $15 book. It's probably dropping since the movie came out. But this was from, you'll recognize this key as this is the first appearance of Arm Fall-Off Boy in Secret Origins 46. And you saw him at the beginning of Suicide Squad, the James Gunn one. So this is my second copy. Fun little book. And a silly little key, but one that's fun to have in the PC. Next up, I believe I have this. I got to check, but for $1, you always pick up Marvel anything that's $1. If Marvel's in the name, Marvel Team Up, Marvel 2-in-1, Marvel Premiere, Marvel Spotlight, Marvel Fanfare. You get the picture. And this is Marvel Team Up Annual number 7, Spider-Man and Alpha Flight. It was in great shape, and even if I have it, odds are this is in better shape than the one I have. I believe I do have it, but there you go. Number 7. Beautiful book with Alpha Flight. This cover I just love. And the fact that I could pick this up for $1 had me thrilled. So this is a Bill Sienkiewicz cover. It has 2 of my all-time favorite characters on it. And I think I have this twice. This will be the 3rd time. This is issue number 15 of Dazzler. And we have Dazzler and Jessica Drew on the cover. And if you've never read this issue and the next one, super fun. The two are not getting along at all. They're at each other's throats, and it's just a fun story. And that animosity carried on through many, many other stories with those two. So it was a lot of fun. Now this one, they had 3. I grabbed 2 of them. This is What If the World Knew That Daredevil is Blind? Now, why 2? Well, usually because I'm going to keep it. But I know a friend that's a Daredevil collector, so 1 for me, 1 for the friend. All right, so one of these is an A-OK. Cool book with the cool cover with the owl on there and Daredevil. All right, and then moving along, I have Contest of Champions 1 through 3. I have them in near mint shape. This is issue 3. This is just a reader copy shape. It's got a couple spine ticks and a little corner bends. But if I can read this one and not my near mint one, even better. And it's a cool skull cover and $1. In this shape, this is worth over $1 all day. So great get there as well. Then these Marvel fanfares, I got a couple here. The thing with Marvel fanfares, it's like a lot of books, like 8-10 years ago, right? They're in the dollar bins. Now with Marvel fanfares, it doesn't matter what the issue is. You're paying between $6 to $10 for regular issues. And if it's a key issue, you're looking at $13 to $20 for most of them. So this is Marvel Fanfare, issue 19. Beautiful Cloak and Dagger cover. All right. Then we got Marvel Fanfare, issue 24. Right, P. Craig Russell cover. Just gorgeous. And these have wraparounds, but we won't get into all that just now. We'll showcase these in shorts or something. Marvel Fanfare 25. So it was a good little run with these characters. The Elf Quest. And then Marvel Fanfare 26. So picked all those up for $1. And Marvel Fanfare 32. I already had one of these, but a white cover that's hard to get in good shape. So I picked up an extra for $1. And, you know, you got good old Captain America on there. You cannot go wrong. All right, now, the oddities. What did I find that was odd? A couple different things, right? And first up, probably the least odd, so we're starting with it, is the Witchblade movie edition. And this was a Witchblade.com exclusive. All right, so you had the actress that played Witchblade, and I was going to tell you her name, and it immediately left my head, so we'll get to that another time. Getting old is tons of fun. But a cool cover. I like that it was an exclusive. I got it for $1. I was checking online. That book usually goes for $10 to $12, so a good get there. This is a book I already have. This is a PC for the new era in comics, and this is Jeffrey Jones' Ravens and Rainbows #1. Now, this is just full of fantastic fantasy art. All right, and I got an A-OK working for my buddy Thorson, and I'm pretty sure he probably doesn't have this, and this is going in his A-OK with just some killer sci-fi, fantasy, barbaric art in it. I think he'll dig it. And if not, he can throw it away and just, we'll have a good laugh over it. There's one more of those coming. Thrilling Science Tales. So this cover artist, I have a love-hate relationship with. There's things he's done I absolutely abhor and can't stand, especially on the King Conan series. And then there's other things I think that he's done that are absolutely brilliant, and I can't believe it's the same artist. So this is a Michael Kaluta cover, and I think this is a beauty. So this is definitely on the really, really like it side. Really enjoy this cover. Think it's great. Like that inside this book are classic sci-fi reprints. So you get classic reprints too, which is always nice. Next is a series, has Frank Bruner covers, and it's a fun little series. It's very odd, but it's very fun, very barbaric. It ran for 19 issues, and I think I have 3 or 4 already. They had 1 through 7 there. I picked them all up for $1 each. My doubles are going to go probably to Thorson, so he's getting a couple of things added to the A-OK. So this is Warp Comics #1. Really cool Frank Bruner cover. All right, then we have Warp Comics #2. And, I mean, you can tell just by looking at these that these are definitely Gary V approved. #3. Just great artwork. Stories are fun. #4. Look at that. Good orange cover. Lots of menace. All right, probably one of my favorite covers. #5. You got a very dazzler looking warrior in the middle. So, can't go wrong, right? Perfect cover. Nice. Then you have #6. Cool maniacal villain cover. And #7. And all Frank Bruner covers. So that gives me at least the first 7 of the 19. These are hard to find. So when I find them in a group and for $1, I'm definitely bringing them home. Now, this next one I got 2 of, and it's a book I've never heard of. I'm sure it's kind of half underground. It's called Me Comics, the publishing group. #1, and this is called Corbin the Barbear, B-E-A-R Aryan. All right, so cute little black and white story in there, some fun art, good savagery. And so I grabbed one for my buddy Thorson to add to his A-OK. So got a couple things I got to add to Thorson's A-OK in this haul. And, but really cool. One for me, one for him. And then this cover is it's just kick-ass. This is a fun cover. Ripping Time Traveling Adventure by Link and Bink. And this is Metacore from Monster Comics. A good dinosaur sci-fi cover. You have a woman riding a dinosaur. You have aliens in bubble helmets. This one's got it all, folks. Great cover. Black and white story inside, so gotta love it. You know, on this channel, we love our black and white stories. So, incredible cover. This one I had never heard of. This is Buried Treasure featuring the Fargo Kid, plus Hucky Duck by Frazetta. So, as soon as I saw Frazetta, this was going in the pile. One of those old lost treasures, right? So, a lot of fun stuff in there. And now this, I have issue 1 of this, and I think Miss Mystic ran for a long time, but I'm intrigued by the character. Really cool costume with that kind of, that weird pattern on her dress that kind of messes with the eyeballs. So this is issue 2. Like I said, I have issue 1. Never cracked it open. The cover's gorgeous, though. Issue #3, and as you can see, the dress is weird. The costume is weird, but it draws you in. And this will be the best example of the costume. It's just a cool visual, and that coupled with the white hair, the white and silver hair, just a total sell for me. Now, this is a series, I think this went for quite a few issues. It's from Blackthorn Publishing. They had more than this, but I picked up issue 1 to read it, see if I like it. If I do, I'll go back and pick up the others before I commit to 8 or 9 more books. And this is Tales of the Jackalope. It looked like a fun little read, just something silly. And so far, I've been a big fan of Blackthorn Publishing, so it was a must-try. And then this last one, I think, is a total gem. This is something I didn't even know existed, much like a bunch of these other bizarre, odd comics. And this is called Rex Havoc, Raiders of the Fantastic. It came out the same year as Indiana Jones. What a surprise. You have a great cover by Bob Larkin. So it's a beauty. I didn't know this book existed. Now I have a second one on the way from eBay now that I know it exists. And inside, the art is incredible. Black and white stories, black and white art. And the art is by an artist I'd never heard of before, Abel Laxamana. And the art's gorgeous. Just everything's beautiful. And these stories look like fun. And it lives up to the adventure name, because I was thumbing through it, and there's just monsters galore in this thing. So this looks like a rip-roaring good time. Can't wait to actually crack it open and read it and have some fun with it. But that's it, guys. That's the bizarre Curious Comics haul from a local thrift shop. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing those books. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for the time you spent on my channel. And until next time, keep it casual. Attention all, use channel sponsor Rogue Trader at theroguetraderutah.com and my code KEEPITCASUAL for 10% off your comic cleaning and pressing needs. Remember, when submitting your books to be graded, use a trusted professional.